Shakur Stevenson recently released a training video with Floyd Mayweather, who has been teaching him high-level technical details. That statement alone should worry Teofimo Lopez. He further talks about his valuable experience.
Nah, it was amazing working with Floyd. It was amazing to see his reflexes still sharp. I was testing his conditioning while we was on the mitts. I kept like trying to step to him and like work on the inside and just test his conditioning to see like where he at right now. But it was amazing. He was teaching me a lot of stuff that I ain't been taught before. Well, I've been taught certain stuff, but like it's like he like reminded me. Like he reminded me of like old things of like stuff that when I was younger that I used to do.
Floyd doesn't teach the basic skills. He teaches subtle shifts that have major impacts on how fights are fought. For instance, distance control, shoulder position, and timing. If you know how to control those positions and how to throw a punch at this distance, then you will be able to prevent the vast majority of your opponents from landing their punches against you.
I got a lot of heart. This guy is good. This guy's the next Floyd Mayweather. There's nothing else that they could say bad about me no more. For somebody who's never seen me fight before, I think I'm a master of my craft. If you want to see art, come watch me.
Shakur Stevenson's intentions are not good for Teo. With this technical mindset and insane discipline, it seems like Teo won't stand against him for the later rounds. He will come up merciless and break his opponent as much as he can.
Teo is one of the guys at 140, but he got a big resume, big accomplishments. And I know there's going to be some doubt with people and fans when I go fight this guy. It's going to be people that really believe that this guy is going to beat me. I'm not on the level that I think I am and I say I am, so I made this fight for that reason. My competitive edge kind of kicked in when I wanted to make this fight.
Prior to their anticipated clash on January 31st, Shakur Stevenson sent a chilling warning to Teofimo Lopez. Fight night will not be a night of celebration for Teofimo Lopez. Shakur said that Teofimo Lopez will have to deal with levels of precision, discipline, and control that he likely never experienced before. Shakur did not claim that the fight would be chaotic, but instead promised that it would be a clear victory.
Hey, Teo, I'm gonna bust up your eyes, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You better be ready, boy.
Coming towards some brutal predictions stated by sports' biggest names, Tim Bradley talked about the lack of promotion around the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez fight. He pointed out that there are very few signs or advertising around Las Vegas for such a big fight. He said that the way this fight is being underpromoted is a big mistake for both fighters and boxing as a whole. Bradley expressed frustration at how the hype surrounding the fight does not match how important it is.
Everybody know, man, ain't no promotion going on up out here, man. We out here in Vegas. I know the fight ain't in Vegas, man, but damn it, where the promotion at? Where the damn signs at, man? Where the signs at for Teofimo Lopez and freaking Shakur Stevenson? Where the signs at? They ain't got no signs up, no hotel pictures, no nothing, man. How the hell you don't care about making this a big fight? I don't get it. Why don't y'all care about advertisement, man? Why don't y'all care about promotion? This is why I don't understand it. This is why it's so hard for me to be attached myself to this. Because I'm saying, what the hell is it for? Just to say, oh, this is what we did?
When talking about the fight, Bradley showed great confidence in Shakur Stevenson. He stated that Stevenson will do whatever it takes to win the fight, whether it is going to be an exciting fight or fought in a tactical manner. Bradley stated that this fight will be the toughest match for Teo.
Two, I want to remind everybody, okay, before this fight go down in a couple of weeks, Shakur Stevenson already gave us a damn classic banger. Yep, he gave us a classic banger. I don't give a damn what anybody say. That last fight, yeah, that last fight actually it was harder than this fight that he gonna be having with Teofimo Lopez. Oh, let me say it one more time. Yeah, Zepeda is a tougher fight than Teofimo Lopez. Yep, you heard it right here. You heard, and you gonna see. You gonna see on the 31st.
It's a fight that will leave a legacy for only one fighter. Adding on, renowned fighter Andre Ward said Shakur Stevenson is a true creative fighter. He has a high level of IQ, experience, physical talent, and the ability to utilize them to control the fight. Andre said Teofimo tends to rely on structure and guidance more than he does. Therefore, even though Teofimo can be explosive and impressive, he is not able to produce or create and adjust as Shakur does consistently.
Teo knows it's going to be a real fight. Shakur knows it's going to be a real fight. And I look at Shakur like a fighter who has a blank canvas. He's got the IQ, he got the experience, and the athleticism and the skill set where he can paint any type of picture he wants to on a blank canvas. When I look at Teofimo Lopez, he's almost that. He has a blank canvas, but he needs an outline on what to draw and what to paint inside the lines. Now, every now and again, he'll go away from the outline that he has and he'll do something dope and you'll be like, oh, that was cool. That wasn't on the outline right there. But I don't think that he can create on the fly like a Shakur Stevenson.
Meanwhile, an American former professional boxer, Mikey Garcia, clearly states that the question in this matchup between Stevenson and Lopez is not whether or not either fighter possesses more talent, but instead is focused on Lopez's mind and mentality when he enters the ring. Garcia has observed that Lopez demonstrates his most dangerous arsenal of skills when he is mentally focused and disciplined, but has also shown several instances of off-night performances.
Great matchup, tough fight. I want to see what Teofimo shows up because sometimes it's Teofimo, sometimes it's Teofimo, the great fighter who beat Lomachenko, who beat Taylor. That's a tough Teofimo. But then we've also seen him, in off nights.
Right.
And so that's kind of the only doubt, the only question that I have. I would think Teofimo, being that technically he's a bigger fighter, bigger size, he's been at the weight class a little more and then just maybe built into it more.
Conversely, Garcia has seen that every time Shakur Stevenson steps into the ring, he has shown a consistent ability to remain on point with discipline and technical skill. From that view, Garcia believes that Stevenson's ability to focus mentally for the full duration of a fight against a disciplined and skilled fighter will determine how well.
Shakur Stevenson's so fucking good at what he does. Defense is on point, speed is on point, footwork is on point. And he's really one of the best skilled fighters out there. So it's hard to say, oh, this is what you gotta do. No, it ain't easy, trust me. But being Teofimo, again, if he's bigger, naturally stronger, then he should try to use that, to his advantage.
Likewise, renowned boxing analyst Richardson Hitchens does not hesitate to reveal his confidence in Shakur. He said it will be an easy night for Shakur. Hitchens was very sure in predicting that Shakur would dominate Teofimo Lopez from beginning to end, and that Lopez would very likely suffer embarrassment when they finally faced off on January 31st.
I think it's a great fight for boxing. I think Shakur about to fuck Teofimo up.
Really?
Yeah, easy work, huh?
What about what?
I told you in his face. I said you ain't gonna get it done.
In addition, we received a few insights about Shakur from someone who has recently spent time inside the gym with him, Emiliano Vargas. Vargas stated that Shakur has a certain killer instinct once he detects a fighter's weakness. Vargas did add that, although Teofimo Lopez is indeed a major threat to Shakur, he considers both fighters to have the potential to create significant problems for each other, and thus considers it a true 50-50 matchup despite the advantages that Shakur holds in certain categories.
I think it would go the distance. I can see a decision for Shakur. I can see a decision for Teofimo. It just depends on how if Shakur wants to fight or not, how the judges are gonna score it. So it just depends on which fighter shows up for each of them. So that's the beautiful thing about boxing. We never know.
Meanwhile, boxer Mickey Bay rates the fight between Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez as a potential fight of the year thus far. Bay believes that Lopez can be an unpredictable opponent who can put Shakur under heavy pressure early with power shots and unpredictable punches. However, Bay believes that Stevenson has enough discipline, poise, and intelligence to determine the outcome after 12 rounds. He further picks up his fighter to win.
Real, man, that's probably the best fight right now that I'm really excited about watching. I only watch the good matchups. I don't watch the fights if it ain't. But this one here is like probably the best fight made so far to me this year. It's a big ballsy fight for Shakur, so I give him credit. Jumping up fighting Teofimo, because Teofimo is like a wild card. He fight better against competition. The better the competition, the better he step up. But Shakur, to me, I think the difference probably gonna be his discipline, rebound. I could see Teo taking the first few rounds, but ultimately I probably see Shakur winning the decision.
When asked what he thought about the fight, Keith Colin stated that the matchup is 50-50 and complimented Shakur's ability to demonstrate high boxing intelligence. superb timing, and an elite-level ability to defend himself, while also advising that Teofimo Lopez must be given credit for his tremendous physical attributes. Lopez is able to take control and impose his style, creating a tough night for Shakur and potentially taking him out early if possible.
Respect for both opponents. You know, T.O., he's a two-time Ring Magazine champion. He fought, you know, undisputed. He's undisputed 2 weight divisions. Shakur, you know, he's a sharp fighter, and he's a respected boxer. So I feel like this is a 50-50 fight.
On the other side, American former professional boxer Shane Mosley stated that Teofimo's success comes from his ability to find a rhythm and react appropriately during fights to make the most of his opportunities. However, he also pointed out that Shakur Stevenson is the exact opposite of this type of fighter, as he does not allow opponents to get into a rhythm and be present in the moment or take advantage of him at any time, instead forcing opponents into a constant state of resetting.
Is Lopez, though, the more athletic fighter? Even though you favor Stevenson, he's got those quick twitches.
Yeah, I like Teofimo Lopez. So
yeah, he likes to come and fight.
I like that he's moving around. He's a little bit bigger, but I don't know. I mean, I think Fimo might be a little bit more, Shakur might be a little bit more, quicker and a little taller, a little rangier, a little bit more smarter, maybe. But
he's just as fast, if not faster.
Even though both fighters will bring their best efforts to the ring, Showbiz the Adult said that both fighters are well prepared to win. He believes that Teofimo is physically ready, whereas Stevenson possesses an unwavering belief in himself and provides a level of confidence. Therefore, even if Showbiz cannot predict the outcome, he concludes that the unique mindset of Shakur will give him the advantage on fight night.
This is not going to be no sparring session.
What's it going to be?
He's coming to win. I'm coming to win.
I'm coming to conquer.
You're not conquering shit.
Tell us.
I'm going to be 4-weight.
You can try to show
what I like though is
T.O. is in better shape than Shakur right there. It's crazy. T.O. is a fantastic fight. It's just a great fight, man. Shakur got that you can't beat me confidence that Bud has. Logically, I don't know who wins the fight. Emotionally, after Bud, I'm starting to get that magic shit. Like, hey, there's a sprinkle of magic. Shakur will find a way. And I'm never like that. But after that Bud shit, I'm like.
Meanwhile, Terence Crawford has been observing the work and progress of Shakur Stevenson, paying particular attention to his training methods, and ring strategies. The level of interest Crawford shows towards Stevenson makes it clear that top fighters like Crawford take notice of the talent that Stevenson exhibits in the boxing world. Training for a significant fight, Shakur Stevenson has elevated his training regimen to the extreme, not overlooking any detail of either the fighter himself or the sport of boxing, from rapid combinations to precise footwork. He is honing every facet of his game: speed, power, endurance, and ring intelligence.
He's 20 right now. You're doing a lot of talking. I ain't even talking about that right now.
His workouts are brutal, intense, and well thought out. He isn't just training to fight, but to win decisively. Each punch, each drill, and each round spent in the gym are leading him toward reaching his peak physical and athletic performance, and making a statement to fight fans that he will demonstrate during the fight that he is operating at a higher level than his opponent. With the preparation Teofimo Lopez is doing in the training camp prior to his fight with Shakur Stevenson, he has put more into this camp than ever before. Lopez is concentrating on explosive strength, rapid speeds, and sharp ring intelligence, combining incredible conditioning with Manny Pacquiao-like precision exercise for each training session.
That's 10 minutes straight. Check it out. Right here. I'm gonna cut it right here when you start landing. Look at that. Look at the muscles bounce. That's crazy. 1, 2.
In addition to heavy sparring, Lopez is working hard on odd combination drills, timing, and everything else he needs to take into the fight with Stevenson. His intensity shows he is ready to bring the fight to Stevenson, and his work in the gym shows that he's a man on a mission who is hungry, dangerous, and ready to wage war in the boxing ring.
My dad always said, yeah, stick, snap, right?
Woo! On January 31st, at Madison Square Garden, Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson will headline the highly anticipated Ring 6 fight card for Lopez's lineal and WBO super lightweight titles. Stevenson is moving up in weight as the current WBC lightweight champion to take part in one of the best fights possible for American boxing. Ahead of this fascinating world title fight, former light heavyweight world champion Antonio Tarver has spoken to Fight Hub TV, breaking down the fight. Lastly, breaking down Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson, Tarver said, "I think that's the only chance he's got, is to really be his ultra self, you know, doing all the things that make him Teofimo Lopez. The footwork could be a major advantage for him. Being able to get inside. I think he has to probably stop Shakur Stevenson. He's gonna have to hit him with something, and let's hope Shakur's hands hold up. I still believe if he's in a fist fight and he has to slug it out, those brutal hands are gonna have to hold up if he wants to put a dent in Teofimo Lopez." The anticipation leading up to the fight between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson has been surreal, and this fight will not just be an exhibition of talent, it will also demonstrate the different strategies, tactics, and philosophies of two very different fighters. Shakur and Teofimo will both have their own unique approaches to the ring, and many of those will be determined by who has the most mental fortitude. So what do you think? Who will prevail? Will Shakur win by being calm, composed, and highly cerebral and overwhelming Teofimo over time? Or will Teofimo surprise everyone with an explosive knockout punch in one instant? Let us know your prediction below, and remember to keep checking in with us for the most accurate and up-to-date coverage of all things boxing before and after the fight.